Welcome to Step Out Sis, the podcast where we grow, heal, and walk confidently in God's calling. I am your host, Sharon. Today, I want to ask you a simple question, one that might feel harder to answer than it should. When was the last time you did something simply because you wanted to? Not because it was required, not because someone expected it, not because it was on your to-do list, but because it brought you peace. For so many women, life becomes a long list of have-tos. I have to go to work. I have to pay bills. I have to take care of everybody else. I have to answer emails. I have to keep everything moving. And somewhere along the way, the want-tos disappear. Maybe you can't even remember the last time you did something for yourself without feeling guilty, or the last time you sat down without thinking about what still needs to get done. We become so focused on responsibility that we forget we are human beings and not machines. The problem is when responsibility becomes our entire identity. So many women are living in survival mode. We wake up tired. We move through the day tired. We go to bed tired. And even when we sleep, we still don't feel rested. Because rest is more than sleep. Rest is anything that restores you. Rest is laughter. Rest is sitting quietly outside. Rest is taking a walk. Rest is enjoying a hobby. Rest is having a conversation that fills your spirit instead of draining it. Rest is creating breathing room in a life that feels overcrowded. Now, there's a reason Psalms 23 is so comforting. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Now, notice what David is saying. The shepherd doesn't just provide, the shepherd leads, the shepherd guides, the shepherd restores. And when we hear, I shall not want, we often think about provision. And that's part of it. But there's something deeper here. Even when our schedules are full and our responsibilities are many, there is a need inside of us that only God can satisfy. Our bodies were created by God. Our minds were created by God. Our souls were created by God. And because He created us, He knows exactly what we need. He knows we need still waters. He knows we need green pastures. He knows we need restoration. And in a culture that celebrates busyness, God is still inviting His children to slow down long enough for Him to restore their souls. Maybe that's why the scripture says, He makes me lie down. Because sometimes we would keep running if He didn't lovingly call us to stop. The shepherd knows that exhaustion is not the destination, restoration is. Sometimes we think we have to earn rest. We tell ourselves, I'll rest when everything is finished. But here's the truth. Everything will never be finished. There will always be another task, another responsibility, another obligation. And if you wait until everything is done before you allow yourself joy, you may be waiting for a very long time, sis. Because God never intended for you to spend your entire life carrying everything and then calling it responsibility. He created beauty. He created laughter. He created moments that restore your soul. And sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is sit down and breathe. You don't have to rush through this moment. You are allowed to be here. So take the walk. Enjoy the sunset. Take yourself somewhere. Enjoy the bubble bath. Do the workout that makes you feel strong. Sit on the porch with a cup of coffee, not because you've earned it, but because God never required you to earn what He freely provides. You know, your nervous system was not designed to stay in emergency mode all the time. You need moments that remind your body and your spirit that you are safe, that you can slow down, that you don't have to carry everything today. So here's the question I want you to reflect on. What is something I want to do today that would bring me peace? Not tomorrow, not next month, but today. Even if it's only 10 minutes, give yourself permission to choose something that restores you. Because your whole life cannot just be obligations. You were created for more than surviving. You were created to experience peace. And the same shepherd who leads you through busy seasons is also leading you beside the still waters. Sis, if this episode encouraged you, don't keep it to yourself. Follow the podcast, share it with another woman who may need this message, and leave a rating or a review. Your support helps Step Out Sis reach more women who are growing, healing, and learning to walk confidently in God's calling. And before you go, visit stepoutssis.com and join the Inner Circle email list so you'll never miss a new episode, encouragement, or what's happening next with Step Out Sis. And with that, I will see you next week right here on Step Out Sis.